Check this out on this Friday. So right now there's an out of this world exhibit that's launching at the Witte Museum, and you can check out a hands-on experience to see life as an astronaut and see real NASA artifacts as well.
That's where we find our astronaut in training, Maggie Laughlin, this morning.
Looking good, Maggie.
Yeah, you're looking like an astronaut.
Yeah, you know what? I'm suited up. I'm ready to go. What don't they have here at the Witte Museum? Honestly, you're not going to want to space out, guys, on this next 2 minutes, because honestly, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I had the chance to come here a little bit earlier this week to check things out for you guys, and I just had to come back and show you. So we have our expert, of course, Dr. Adams, here with us today at the Witte Museum. What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. Good morning,
Ready to
everybody.
go. Good morning. All right, so let's get straight to the artifacts that we have right here. Number one, this is a real-life asteroid, Dr. Adams?
Yeah, this is a chunk of the Canyon Diablo asteroid that impacted the Earth 50,000 years ago and created a meteor crater in Arizona.
Huge.
So yeah, it is absolutely huge. It's actually made of iron and nickel, and people can come in and actually touch a piece of space.
Yeah, look, guys, I've been touching it for a while. It's actually very smooth
Oh yeah,
to the
well,
touch.
this is where they cut a piece off.
Okay.
To test it, and then of course we have a piece of that slice next to it.
It's so cool, and I want everyone at home to know too, there's like 3 separate rooms, and I'm gonna try and get us through all of them throughout the show, but this one is when really space comes to us. The next one is when we go to space. So let's look at a few more things that we have going on here. What is in this little exhibit?
So every time we have an impact, or when an asteroid or meteorite strikes the Earth, it typically leaves evidence of those impacts behind. And so
Right.
here we have what are called tektites. So this is things that have been blown out of the crater and then come back down to Earth. And in some cases, these things have given us some of the evidence of these impacts. But more importantly, as these things go through the atmosphere, they actually become oriented enough that they can go through the atmosphere, and engineers with NASA in the 1960s used these to actually create the space, the heat shields for all the reentry.
This is
capsules.
phenomenal. Yeah, and Dr. Adams, I wish that we could stay in this room more, but you're just gonna have to come out to the Witte. I wanna keep walking so that I don't actually leave you guys out on the interactive stuff that we've got going on. Okay, so there's our first room. Second room, we're going to space, so we're gonna try and get there. So Shravius is gonna follow us through here. And Dr. Adams, this is actually my favorite. It's the rocket launch. Can you tell them about it while I'm sitting in here?
Yeah, so in this room, we're going to actually teach everybody, what's it like to go to space. So You
Okay.
can come in here.
You said you couldn't fit in there early. Look at you now.
Exactly.
All right.
And you just push the button, and we're going to go on a launch into space. So this simulates being in a rocket and being launched out into space.
Okay, can I push the button?
Push the button.
1, 2, 3. We're going. You guys won't be able to tell, but we're going to start vibrating, and I think we'll have enough time where you're going to hear it with my voice. This actually feels like I am going into space. Not like I would know what it felt like, but now I do at the Witte Museum. And you guys, we're running out of time, so you're going to have to stick around over the next half hour, but we also have a QR code on our screen where you can just scan it and figure out how you can get your kids out to the Witte to experience all this fun stuff that we've got going on. Wish I could talk more, but I can't. Gotta blast, y'all.
Blasting off. Maggie looking like the real deal in that thing, huh?
Well, if she really felt it, she'd be thrown back at about 4 or 5 Gs, I think, in that chair.
Yeah.
I can tell you this, if it was a real trip and Maggie was leading it and she was commanding, it would be a fun trip.